Peace and blessings, fam. Like, share, subscribe. This is Nappy Yankee, and yeah, man. I just wanted to stop in. I know a lot has been going on in this this little sector, the Umar sector. I've kind of listen. I'm putting out other content where I'm not gonna move past it. I'll tell you why in a few. Because Umar is just too interesting, and he's just gonna keep this thing going. So obviously you got to speak on this dude, and oh man, yet again, this dude. I understand why people are still gonna ride with this dude, because he's entertaining. You're not supporting this dude because he's giving you any sort of groundbreaking solutions. You're not supporting him because you're looking for an answer to education for the children. People who are attacking the folks who are dragging this dude, they just haven't been looking. They haven't been paying attention to this at all. All right, and this is why when you ask them the question, so have you donated or anything like that, or have you bought the book, or they're like, oh, I haven't done that, because they already know. They know deep down that this is bullshit. This dude did yet another promo for this bomb shelter. All right, we just got to call it for what it is. There is no school that's going to happen. Umar is running an absolute fraud. And I noticed the video, and the two images that stood out, because I didn't watch the whole thing. All right, obviously he's dressed down. This is a school that he's supposed to be building, and yeah, he was dressed in a cheap ass suit for the first promo. But you dudes, what it is, you put these dudes in front of you, and you don't bet them, and then when they show their hand, it's because of the entertainment value that allows you to keep following these dudes. All right, and personally, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I don't give a shit. All right, I don't care if Umar is using a couple of dumb people. There's enough people out there that already see through the scam. All right, even people who are attacking the folks attacking Umar, they're not supporting him. Just the other day, I saw this dude. He was on yet another platform, and this platform is a bullshit platform, because you can't say that you're legit and you don't do any vetting at all. He just goes in these platforms where basically people kiss his ass, and oh yeah, he had another, I guess, a lecture in Houston, and Dempsey took time out to latch onto his balls and speak to him and get some camera time with him. And I guess he said, oh, he promised me an interview. Now, what's laughable, Umar promises a guy who has been carrying his water all these years, and he tells him, oh, I don't give live interviews. Why wouldn't you give a guy who's been riding for you for how many years now a live interview? Are you afraid that during the exchange he's going to develop a conscience live on the air and ask you a real question? Like, why haven't you changed the sign in the school? All right? And this is what I'm looking at in this video. This dude is doing another promo. Now, if he's going to open a school. This man has not changed the sign on the goddamn school. He has not. He walks, as you see, he walks past that sign, the weed and seed sign. Y'all know what weed and seed is, right? You already know what that is. He walks across the street, and he walks over, and during that promo, he shows a guy who is clearly not a professional. Dude is clearly not a professional at what he does. clearly he's just a prop. I guess he used some of that money to buy a new toilet and just push the toilet into one of those holes in the wall. See, I don't care what y'all believe. It's the same thing with Cosby, same thing with True. Whatever y'all want to believe these folks, just don't stop trying to convince me to believe the bullshit. I mean, damn. God damn. This dude, and I gotta hand it to him. I said long time ago, because Umar's a predator. I've always said that, but the predators in the jungle have a use. They're there to clean up the garbage, the sick, the frail, the ache, really the useless, the ones who can't hold their own weight. And this is what Umar's doing. Look at the people who are following him, and then people who should have a little bit of sense, they just aren't looking at this closely. This is not something. I've mentioned this before. Linda Gray. That's the woman's name. Linda Gray is the councilwoman for that area where the school is. But no one knows, he hasn't spoken to her at all. But this dude, the same sign, and this man has not changed the sign, and you want everybody to get off him. And this is why, first of all, I couldn't stop Lennon Honor from doing what he's doing if I wanted to. And I know right now there's a lot of dissension in this whole sector. People are, I guess, anti-Afro-Bengalis going after Max. And she's hooked up with Smoke now. And Smoke, who's just babbles on these live streams. I thought he was going to bring something productive to YouTube. Not. He just wants to go on YouTube and babble and go on the beef sector. The beef sector ain't cool. Getting into beefs with people, that shit can get tiring. All right, just to go back and forth, because there's a lot of things you can bring to YouTube once you develop the time. I just haven't had a lot of time recently, but I'm kind of making time to make this video because, bro, see, that lawyer was right when she said Umar's not going to get arrested. He's not. He's going to continue to perpetrate the scam, but. My thing is, just stop telling me that I got to co-sign with this shit or that there's something wrong with me. You do it with all these personalities and celebrities. Somehow, Cosby's blaming everybody. I give a commentary on my little bitty platform. My platform is puny. And people will attack you and they'll unsubscribe and, just crazy. Like I don't give a shit either. This platform is anti-celebritard worship. I don't give a fuck if you want to swing on that man's pudding pop. He's using you and running back to the black community for some clout. All right. Already some of the comedy clubs that he's trying to go back to, they're not letting him in. Let's see if the black comedy clubs let him in. What's he going to talk about? Because he never, what comic routine has Bill Cosby ever run that was for black people that you remember? All right, he did white humor, slapstick humor. All right, he ain't do no real humor for black folks, but you're gonna invite him back and he's gonna complain and they're after me and power to the people nonsense, even though he never represented that. And I will, like I said, I will, once I get the chance, do that deposition. But yeah, back to the Prince of Pussyclad. Nigga, you haven't changed the sign yet. You're in those same dirty ass jeans and red outfit, and of course the back is boarded up still. I mean, come on, my nigga, really. The back is boarded up. Not clean. I didn't go through the whole video, but bruh, stop all the Umar dick suckers. And I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to see Darrell's interview, because basically, bro, you know, hold on tight, because you're going to be swinging on that dude's nuts throughout the interview, because you aren't going to ask him any serious questions. 7 years, 3 years you had this dump and you haven't changed a sign. You get a prop. That dude's an old man yeah, that's nothing. You use people who can't help themselves. That's an old man carrying a toilet. And y'all saw my video with Leon. Do y'all give a fuck about black people at all? Seriously. I really wonder if you give a fuck about black people. He has an old man pushing a toilet in, I mean, come on, man. That's not, I've been to these projects. All right? A big school, you got a bunch of people out there working. That dude wasn't doing that shit. And maybe the dude's down with it. I'm not going to give him that dude any sort of sympathy. Maybe he's part of the scam. And when it's all over, see, what bothers me and why I keep harping on Umar is when this scam goes down, this bitch nigga is gonna blame black people. Let me let y'all know something right now. Let's just say, for example, Donald Trump decided to buy this canyon from Umar and just said, look, I'm gonna make this area my headquarters, right? And Donald Trump decided to make right there in the middle of Wilmington his headquarters. If he did that, you'd have people around the block protesting this dude. Overnight visuals, you know what I'm saying? You'd have all types of chaos going on at this school. Who is blocking Umar from doing anything? Who cares if Lennon or Anti or any of these other cats make 1,000 videos? That didn't stop him from getting on a big platform like the Breakfast Club. So nobody's stopping this dude. And then in this video, he still send the money. On, I don't even know what that other platform is. He was on a platform with 2 chicks, and they're saying, oh, how much is it going to cost to build a school? Well, the Garvey building, that's almost finished, but this other school is going to be $1 million in renovations, and I'm gonna need 100,000. I mean, the shit is just messy at this point. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the people he's hosing. All right, he's gonna carry this thing off for another 10 years. My thing is, nigga, don't blame black people for this shit. But the weed, you still in the weed and seed community, and you haven't, I can't get over, you haven't changed the sign. And to anybody, there's a lot of y'all are still riding this dude's nutsack, call him. Here's what you do. Brandon from Africanism Strikes Back. Call him up and say, I want to do an interview with you. Just call him and say, I want to do an interview with you. Keep on using the excuse that this thing takes time. It takes all this time to change the sign, right? It took 3 years to get some old nigga who looks like his back is gonna give at any second. All right, he probably popped a psychotic nerve or something doing that shit. 3 years to put in one toilet, right? And you're cheering. It's just, I don't know. I mean, but this again is why I am so anti-celebritard. This is why I'm so anti-celebrity. I can't fuck with celebrities, bruh. And this is why. Because people just, they're in a total separate reality and shit. And, yeah, man, I just, listen, bro. Umar, I mean, this, bro, you are fucking, I'm just like at speechless. But keep the content coming, though, bro. Keep it coming, because, listen, I mean, on a slow day or a week, I'll just keep the content coming. You know, I mean, this is just pathetic. Watching this whole thing is just really makes me sick to my stomach. But like, share, subscribe. Peace. Cash App, and big up on yourself. I'm out.